Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of A Closer Look, The Art Techniques of Patrick Woodroffe. Woodroffe? I'm not certain. However, I love his artwork. I've got a few books of his, and I must admit there's quite a few books mentioned in here that I didn't realise, and I've ordered them since. So it's always the way when you get these things, you end up ordering some more. But it's on the back there, and this one comes from 1986. There's 127 pages, and this one it says here, detail from I love this book one, The Billion Year Spree, Brian Aldiss one. I love that. And there's quite a lot of classic science fiction covers, as well as many others, all the way through this. Just beautiful artwork. Just love it. But I love these sort of books anyway. They're just great because it's all how he does it. Sort of obviously discussing paintings and drawings that he did ages ago, discussing all the techniques, the methods. This is, as he says, not a book of how to do it, but basically how he did it. And, you know, obviously you can probably use the techniques and ideas, I'm certain, but it's still, I think it's just a brilliant book. So you've got drawing, etching, mixed media, oils and tomographs, which, unusual, tomographs. And you've got here some lovely, annoyingly sometimes when you go through this, you've got original illustration, science fiction book covers. There's one there, just mentioned there, and it's just, you think, long time ago, some of these exhibitions. And you got there just sitting in, obviously, studio there, and also some of the other books that he did as well. And he's got quite a few other books mentioned. There's ones there, whole range of different books. Happier or Happer, I should say. Don't know what that. Anyway, there's also the Pentateuch of the Cosmos. Well, anyway, that's a bit of a mouthful. But also you got Hallelujah anyway, and I bought a copy of that. I must admit, I should have had that ages ago. I don't know why I didn't have a copy, because it's just absolutely glorious. I love his artwork. So it just seems odd that some of these ones I completely missed. However, this has got, I say, drawings. You've got all the various things showing like all the equipment he uses, some of his artwork as well. See, before and after, etc. When you've got, I mean, just glorious, just absolute glorious artwork. Just love his pencil drawings. His drawings are just amazing. Lots and lots of examples there. You got here the Tinker one. Oh, I mean, that's just beautiful. Just that must have taken a bit of time just producing that. The Rapidograph, a wonderful tool for precise geometry. Yeah, all those sort of things. Just really quite stunning. Of course, a lot of things you can do now, very easy, relatively easy, and things like Illustrator. Illustrator's great. I love messing around with Illustrator, so I often create sort of with, but nothing like that actually. That is pretty impressive. And you've got here another one of Exhibition of Fancy. Again, that's always trouble whenever I get any of these sort of books. Quite often you see all these listings and you think, oh, really? I wish I'd gone to that or gone to this one. And well, what can you do? You can't go to everything, can you? So I don't know when this was actually. Doesn't say. Oh, 1985. This is in Kent. Oh, it's probably very near where I live. It's always the way in Folkestone. Well, that's a little way to go, but I would have gone down and seen it because it looks brilliant. However, can't do much about that. I don't know if he's had any recent exhibitions. I've no idea. But I mean, it's certainly the books seem to have not so many of obviously recently. I mean, look at that. I just love examples of showing obviously behind the scenes, him working on various things. Now, I would love to see one of my favourite artist, Dave McKean. Be brilliant if he brought a book out like this with all the behind the scenes, all showing that. I would be over the moon about that. So, again, just absolutely glorious pencil. I love it. In many ways, when I'm looking at this, there's a reminiscence to me, and maybe I'm completely wrong, but it looks like Dürer. That's where it looks. And I don't know if he mentions Dürer in here, but to me, I thought whenever I look at it, I mean, some of it's very detailed, sort of like very much Dürer style. Love Dürer's work. And it's just beautiful. Mixed media work. I love that cat. And that was a cover of something, one of the books that I had years ago. Might even got a copy somewhere. But I love that cat. I mean, that cat just beautiful. The statue. That's a bit odd, that one. I think this artwork is just great. And this book, I didn't even realise this existed, actually. I mean, I just bought this fairly recently. It's one of those things I thought, you know what? Because I saw some of his books down at the market and I thought, oh, interesting. And I came back and had a quick look and thought, oh, didn't realise he had produced so many. And I love that. Just every design. Look at that tree. That is a really weird tree. Now, you wouldn't want to come across that tree anytime soon. Beautiful work all the way through this. It's just glorious. Just love it. All the sort of how he does it. I mean, look at that. Again, just sort of showing him doing all the various behind the scenes, just designing it. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. This is just a magical book. If you're into drawing, art and sort of design, I think, and if you love this sort of fantasy artwork stuff, I think this book is just a must-have. And it's reasonably priced as well still, which is surprising considering it's quite a few years ago now. So actually, whenever I see that picture there, I don't know why, it just looks like he was with a pint glass. I know it isn't, but it's just, it's sort of, obviously he's got a bird there, but it just, whenever I look at it, I think, oh, no, it's not, but it's just odd to see that picture. It's great. I love it. Silver point, mixed media, everything. Glazes, marbling, hundreds of works in progress. Intricate and beautiful in the hands of this master draftsman, definitely an inventor. Just superb artist. This is just a beautiful, beautiful book all the way through. I mean, just, and there's so many great sort of drawings and paintings from book covers I've seen over the years. I mean, there's lots of these science fiction ones that just work great. The Death of Glass. I don't know what that one, Walking Along. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually sometimes say obviously the writer or anything. So you saw this one here, The Billion Year Spree. So it doesn't mention there Billion Year Spree or The New Adam, 1973 one. It doesn't actually say who that's for. I mean, I know it's for, it's Brian Aldiss, the Billion Year Spree, but it's just strange that that's not mentioned. But they're so detailed, really, really, really detailed. Just really, I obviously can't probably see it on that, but just showing it like that. But this is beautiful. Absolutely worth getting. And, well, obviously checking out his other books as well, because there's quite a few of, well, not as many as there should be. There should be a lot more, I think. But anyway, nothing recently. It doesn't look. I'm thinking he's an artist that definitely needs a new massive, thick 500-page collection or something with all his paintings and drawings and things in. I would be rushing to buy that if that comes out. So a closer look, the art techniques of Patrick Woodroffe.